The story of Hailey Dunn is not just a tale of a missing girl. It is a story of how the system, family, and society can ignore clear signs of a crime for years until the truth finally comes to light. It is a story of pain, loss, and a long journey toward justice. And unfortunately, it is a story that ended too late for Hailey herself. In the small town of Colorado City, Texas, life moved slowly and peacefully. With a population of just 4,000, cozy homes decorated for Christmas, and a sense of security that so often deceives small-town residents, it seemed like an idyllic place. 13-year-old Hailey Dunn was an ordinary girl. She played sports, played the saxophone, was a cheerleader, and loved spending time with her father, Clint. Her life appeared happy and carefree. On December 26, 2010, Hailey spent the day with her father, unwrapping gifts. In the evening, she returned home, played video games, and went to bed. The next day, her mother, Billy, and stepfather, Shawn, left for work. Billy peeked into her daughter's room while she was still asleep. Everything seemed normal, but that was the last morning Hailey was seen alive. When Billy and Shawn returned home on the evening of December 27th, Hailey was not there. Shawn said that the girl had come into his room and told him she was going to her father's house and then planned to spend the night at a friend's place. Billy wasn't worried. Hailey often stayed overnight with friends. But the next day, when her daughter still hadn't returned, she began calling around. It turned out that Hailey hadn't been at her father's house or her friends. No one had seen her since that morning. Billy contacted the police, but they assumed it was most likely a runaway case. The possibility of a voluntary escape did not raise much concern among law enforcement, and the search efforts were delayed. Tracking dogs picked up a scent leading from the house to a local motel, but no one there had seen Hailey. Surveillance cameras also failed to capture her presence. It was strange, but the police found no solid leads. As volunteers and neighbors searched for Hailey, her family's behavior raised questions. Her father, Clint, hardly left the streets, inspecting every corner and even looking into trash bins. He couldn't just sit at home and wait. Billy and Shawn, however, acted differently. Billy handed out flyers, but refused to participate in active searches, explaining that she didn't want to believe the worst. Shawn, on the other hand, did not take part in the search efforts at all. But the most shocking event occurred on December 31st, 4 days after Hailey's disappearance. Billy and Shawn threw a New Year's Eve party, friends, music, alcohol, all of which seemed utterly absurd given that their daughter was missing. Their behavior raised serious suspicions. The police began to take a closer look at Shawn. His account of the day Hailey disappeared did not match the facts. He claimed he had left work and gone to his mother's house, but geolocation data showed that he had returned to Colorado City right after work. Additionally, it was revealed that he hadn't been fired. He had quit on his own. Polygraph tests only increased suspicions about Shawn. He failed 2 tests, and during the third, he simply walked out without finishing. Billy also failed her lie detector test. Soon after, she began to suspect Shawn's involvement in Hailey's disappearance and demanded that he move out of the house. As the investigation progressed, more disturbing details came to light. Hailey had repeatedly told friends and relatives that she was afraid of Shawn. She mentioned that he often stood outside her bedroom door at night, and she feared he might come in. Additionally, among Shawn's belongings, investigators found materials related to serial killers, making him even more suspicious. But the strangest response came when Hailey's uncle asked Shawn, "I can't believe anyone could hurt a child." Shawn replied, "It's like killing a deer." Such words sounded extremely suspicious. On March 16, 2013, more than 2 years after Hailey's disappearance, her body was found near J.B. Thomas Lake, 20 miles from her home. The cause of death was not revealed, but sources reported that it might have been caused by a blunt force trauma. This discovery once again sparked the investigation, but there was still no direct evidence linking Shawn to the crime. In 2019, private investigator Erica Moore, who had been working on Hailey's case, received information that Shawn had been harassing women online, sending them inappropriate messages and photos. This could have led to his arrest, but the police refused to pursue the case. However, in May 2021, something unexpected happened. Erica and Clint were invited to the district attorney's office, where they were informed that Hailey's killer would soon be arrested. On June 14, 2021, Shawn was taken into custody and charged with murder. He is currently in prison awaiting trial. Clint, Hailey's biological father, played a crucial role in ensuring that the case was not forgotten. From the very beginning, he refused to give up, despite the police and investigative authorities being unable to find enough evidence for Shawn's arrest for a long time. Clint actively participated in the search for his daughter, shared information about her disappearance on social media, and drew public attention to the case. His efforts did not go unnoticed. It was through his online posts that a witness contacted him and shared information about finding items that could belong to Hailey. These items had been discovered back in 2011, but at the time, the person did not know about the girl's disappearance and hadn't reported the find to the police. Clint also repeatedly expressed his suspicions about Shawn and Billy. He believed that Shawn was involved in Hailey's disappearance, and that Billy either helped conceal the truth or knew more than she had revealed. His persistence and belief that the truth must be uncovered inspired many people, including private investigator Erica Moore, who actively assisted in the investigation. The case of Hailey Dunn is a tragedy that lasted over 10 years. Despite all the suspicions, Shawn remained free until new evidence finally allowed for his arrest. Billy, Hailey's mother, initially showed no desire to seek justice, but eventually came to acknowledge that Shawn was likely guilty. Clint, Hailey's father, was the one who never gave up. His active involvement in the investigation and his use of social media to spread information played a crucial role in ensuring that the case was not forgotten. Now, all that remains is to wait for the trial and hope that the truth will finally prevail. This story serves as a reminder that even in the smallest, seemingly safest towns, evil can lurk, and sometimes justice requires incredible effort and time. But unfortunately for Hailey, this will change nothing. And that concludes our coverage of this tragic story. If you found this video informative or thought-provoking, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates on cases like these. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Feel free to share this video with your friends and give it a thumbs up if you found it valuable. Thank you for watching.